In this episode of INN CEO Talks, we're talking about royalty investing with Empress Royalty CEO Alexandra Woodyer-Sharon. Empress is a royalty and streaming creation company focused on a diversified portfolio of gold and silver investments. The company has a current portfolio of precious metal investments and is actively investing in mining companies with development and production stage projects that require additional non-dilutive capital. Joining me now is Alexandra. Alexandra, welcome.
Hi, great to see you again, Stuart.
You know, this is the third time that you've joined us, and each time you come with news about how you continue to expand your portfolio. And I understand that you have current news now.
Yes, we recently announced that we completed a $15 million accordion facility with Nabari. We've deployed $4.5 million US of that so far, and we've put that into completing our Cerro Antipite Peruvian investment. And then we've also deployed and increased our investment in our project in Mozambique by another $1 million. So continue to build the portfolio out. It's been a busy couple months, and it's been great to be able to come back and share this with you.
So what can you tell me a little bit about both of these projects?
Yeah, with the Cerro Antipite mine. So this is a project or a mine in Peru. It was started by Buenaventura in 2002, purchased by the Sierra Sun Group in 2016, and over 1 million ounces have been produced to date. What we're doing by making this $10 million investment into them is helping them increase their production from 750 tons to 1,000 tons per day. So we created this $10 million silver stream, and we paid it in several different tranches. And then using the debt facility from Nabari, we completed the final portion of this investment. So we're excited to see them get into full production capacity in the upcoming months. The other investment we did is we increased the one in Mozambique. So that originally was a $2 million investment. We've increased it by another $1 million. So we have a 3.375 royalty across that entire gold project. This one's owned by MMP. There's currently a 3-year mine life plan, but we accept significant upside from the additional satellite deposits in it to run a lot longer. So 2 great investments using the debt facility we had from Nabari to expand and increase the portfolio.
So where do you go from here? As you continue to build out those projects, what else are you, examining and looking at? And what steps do you take? Because not everybody understands your business model. What steps do you take to analyze a potential investment?
There's a lot to unpack there, but we started the company with 13 royalties, exploration stage. We brought in 3 development stage assets, 1 producing asset. And with that, we have a lot of near-term catalysts coming. So we have the Cerro Antipite mine increasing its production. We have, as I mentioned, the Manica one, which should be in production in the next couple of months. They're very close to finishing construction. We also have the Talayuela investment we made, which was a $5 million silver stream into the project in Durango, Mexico. That's 95% built. That should also be bringing in revenue into Empress in the next coming months. So quite a few near-term catalysts in terms of our existing portfolio. But as you say, we are also building this portfolio out. We're in discussions with numerous groups at the moment, evaluating other opportunities. And we really go through a very rigorous process, and we're able to do that with our very experienced mining finance team at Empress. So we're bringing in assets, we're looking at technical aspects, we're looking at the financial engineering that goes with that. So we really are advancing some great opportunities and hopefully able to come back and talk about further expansion of the portfolio, as well as obviously these near-term catalysts coming on for Empress and the combined sort of economic effect it has for our shareholders.
So for a number of our viewers, your model is different than what they're used to. As you talk about the different companies that are in your portfolio, investors may be saying, okay, how does Empress come ahead from with increases in productivity and the benefit of the companies that you're investing in, but then how does that then play out to stock value and to investors?
Yeah, I mean, especially in the junior side of the royalty and streaming space, there are different types of companies. There's the prospects generators, which is great, easy to acquire, but there's no guarantee they're going to turn into a mine. Then you have the sort of the third-party royalty acquisition companies, where you're buying a third-party royalty. So again, pretty simple transaction in terms of papering it, but when it's quite a competitive bid process. You're typically paying a premium, and you also have no direct relationship with the company that you're buying the royalty on. We're in the third category, which is the creation. So we work with mining companies who are looking for additional financing to complete construction or get into production or to expand upon their production capacity. In that, we have a direct relationship with the company. So that's not only how we're structuring and doing these deals, but it's also able to get the right due diligence. We're on site, we go to the mines, really protecting and de-risking the investment. And that's where we see that we can get the best value for our investments. And we've proven that out. Cumulatively, right now our portfolio has a 35% IRR. So we've demonstrated that, and those are the kind of investments that we want to bring into the company going forward as well. I mean, when you get into the economics of Empress and what we've built, we deployed $19.5 million US. Our NAV of the whole portfolio, using 1750 gold, $21 silver, 5% discount, is over $47 million US. We've really proven that we can get some great returns for our shareholders on the creation side and having access to unique deal flow through our partnerships.
So what is the criteria then by which valuation for your company is created?
Yeah, I mean, when we look at which investments we're looking to bring into our portfolio, we're going out to our network, and that's through Endeavor, Terra, and the management team and the board of Empress, and that's who we're sourcing them. But we're looking for both public and private companies. We're looking for companies with a development or near term to revenue within about 12 months. Or producing assets. We're looking only at gold and silver, so we truly are a precious metals royalty and streaming company, and that I think really gives I think that's when the commodity prices move. We're really seeing an extraditional lift in Empress because we are so closely tied to gold and silver, and we look globally. We have right now investments in Mexico, Peru, Mozambique. We're looking at other opportunities in Africa and South America. One right now in Australia. We'll see whether that one technically checks out or not. And our investment size is anywhere from 2 to 5. And with the credit facility we have with According Future, we have with Nabari, we've got another $10 million US to spend. So we do have the ability to continue to build our portfolio with smart investments and de-risking them, and then able to get some great returns.
From an investor's perspective, when they're listening and watching this interview right now, what do you want them to take away from this, but also give them a sense of timelines before Empress really starts to get traction in the market? Because you're still early stage, and yet you've had great success. Is patience something that investors really need to make sure is part of their equation when making a decision around Empress Royalty?
We have a very strong business strategy. It is a disciplined business strategy and how we plan on investing capital and moving the company forward. This is a long-term story. We're seeing the revenue come in. Again, if you look at the story, with the company, what we've built, 13 exploration assets, layered in 3 development, 1 producer. 2 of those developments are about to become producers. We've got over $28 million US in projected forecasted revenue over the next 3 years. So yes, we are planning on growing this company out as if we did nothing else, but we are actively looking for new investments to bring in. So, I really feel that hopefully the share price will start to reflect. We're not getting anywhere near the multiples our peers are, but hopefully we'll start to reflect, especially as some very near-term catalysts are coming. Serendipity increasing its production, Talaweto getting into production, Manica getting into production, and us increasing our portfolio with some new investments. So a lot of exciting things to come from us, and I look forward to coming back and talking to you about those as soon as we can.
Well, I'm looking forward to having you back on the show again. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Pleasure as always.